Hello, welcome back to Soaps and Dreams. I am going to be making a rose soap today, but before I get started, I just wanted to share with you everything that I'm going to be using in the soap. I am going to be using the Nurture Soap Maiden Rose, and once again, another reason I love Nurture Soap, it says on the very front, on the label, no acceleration or discoloration. And then it gives the percentage that you can use it in soap. So I'm hoping, rose scents are notoriously hard to deal with when it comes to cold processed soap. So I'm really hoping that this one is going to change my mind about rose fragrances. I am using Trial by Fire Mica from Nurture Soap. I'm going to be using my oil-soluble titanium dioxide from Windy Point, and this time I will be mixing it in with oil before I put it in my soap. I'll be using some activated charcoal just for a little bit of black, and a friend of mine very kindly gave me 2 bags of rose petals, so I ground them all up, and I'm going to be using those in my soap as well. And also I made some little roses out of melt and pour soap, and I used that Trial by Fire Mica, so I am loving the color that came out in the melt and pour. So I'm kind of hoping that I get the same result from cold processed soap. So in just a few minutes we'll get started. Okay, so we are back, and we are going to be doing the Maiden Rose soap. Now, in light of being completely transparent, I already did 1 loaf of this soap because I just wanted to see how the rose fragrance was going to act with cold processed soap, and it acted fantastically. It was so good, in fact, that I was trying to do the one pot wonder, and it was still too thin when I poured it. So I don't know how that swirl is going to turn out. We'll all find out tomorrow. So now that I know that it behaves so wonderful, I'm going to, mix it a little bit more till it's thicker, and then I might even have to wait a little while until it's the perfect consistency for the one pot wonder. So once again, I poured it directly into my oils. And in here with my oils is also my goat's milk powder, kale and clay, and colloidal oatmeal. And in my lye water is my sodium lactate. So let's get started here. Too thick. Okay, that didn't take very long. It might not be thick enough, but we're gonna give it a go anyways. Keep forgetting to mention that if you're wondering why you never see me with a thermometer testing the temperature of my oils and my lye, it's because I soak at room temperature. I normally, if, you know, depending on how tired I am at night, I measure out my oil and water and all my oils the night right before I go to bed, and then in the morning I'm able to just get up and immediately start soaping. And it just seems to work really well for me. I also use a water discount, so in the lye ratio on soap calc, I do 2 parts water, 1 part lye. And that really works for me too. I don't ever get soda ash. I don't have to worry about anything like that, so it's really quite nice. The only thing is it's harder to get gel when you're using such a discount, like a water discount like that. So that's why a lot of times you'll see me put it in the oven to try and force gel. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I won't even be trying to force gel on this one since I'm not familiar with this fragrance yet. I want to be sure that it's not going to overheat and crack and everything like that before I decide to try it in the oven. So you're coming along with me for the ride when it comes to trying this one out for the first time. Okay, now I'm just gonna swirl. Where's my chopstick? Just a second. So I'm just going to swirl this a little bit before I put the roses in. I apologize for the background noise. I've got my very large puppy in his crate so that he's not disturbing me while I film, and he likes to make lots of noise in there. Okay, now the roses. Okay, spray it with alcohol, and I'll clean up the edges when I'm off camera, and I'll bring you back for the cut tomorrow. Okay, we're back for the cut. The one that I did off camera, that was a really thin pour, it must have overheated because it ended up cracking right along here. So I just kind of smoothed the soap back over, so it'll be interesting to see how it looks on the inside. Line all these up so my roses don't get cut. There we go. bad. For soaping really thin, I think it turned out okay. Oh, I guess I'm not showing you the roses. There we go. Still a little bit soft actually, so we'll have to be careful with them. The second loaf. Quite soft. Okay. Oh, that one turned out pretty actually. For how thick it was. Not bad at all. I really like the black. And that red is absolutely beautiful. I can't recommend that red enough. Head on over to Nurture Soap. And I'm not being paid to say that. That was the Trial by Fire Mica. In this scent, it's not strong, but it's really nice for a rose scent. And there we go. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.